Bernalillo County is strapped for cash.
It's also strapped for staff in its courts and for space in its jail. Still, officials just spent thousands of dollars on field trips and on a fancy study to find flaws they already knew about. But if you think they're putting that expensive info to use, think again. News 13's Kim Holland is on special assignment.
They are the busiest courts in New Mexico, short-staffed and overloaded. And the jail is desperately overcrowded. Everyone agrees the criminal justice system here is overburdened and plagued with problems. Too many criminals, not enough judges, and too few jail cells. So how do you fix such a complex problem? Bernalillo County officials thought the best answer was to take a road trip. Last year, almost 24 county bigwigs took a nationwide tour. They skipped off to Chi-Town, popped into Tucson, visited the Valley of the Sun twice, and headed to the Sunshine State and the city of Tampa. There were judges, commissioners, DAs, court administrators, and county big shots. Airfare, hotels, and meals for 10 days out of town cost taxpayers nearly $12,000. Why take the tour? They wanted to see firsthand how these out-of-state facilities function. So they toured jails and courthouses across the country to come up with some ideas.
That's all about streamlining and becoming more efficient.
District Court Chief Judge Ted Baca took the tour. Was it money well spent?
Well, I think it was. I think that actually observing the processes, you get a lot more out of it than just reading about it in a report.
Any study of the criminal justice system wouldn't be complete without a report. The county hired an out-of-state, high-powered consultant. The cost? $100,000. The 59 pages points out all the flaws of the system and makes a series of recommendations as to how Bernalillo County's courts and cops can run more efficiently. Did the study tell us something that we already knew?
I think the study, I don't think it didn't reveal anything we didn't know, but it highlighted some of the knots.
We've got the report from November of 2009. What have we implemented so far?
We haven't really implemented anything, but system-wide changes for everything, we haven't done anything drastic that the public can point to say, oh, they're implementing that.
So what did county taxpayers get for their $112,000 investment? County Manager Thaddeus Lucero says they're trying to put together pilot programs to address some of the issues. Lucero says the pilot programs will cost little to no money. But to date, none of the consultants' recommendations have been implemented.
Wheels of government don't spin very quickly, especially when you're dealing with the mud of our bureaucracy and the shortages of money that we're dealing with right now. It makes it even more difficult.
So will this $100,000 report just sit on the shelf collecting dust over the years along with all the other government studies? Stay tuned. Kim Holland, KRQE News 13.
It is not clear when the report's suggested changes may be implemented. The county manager says that budget constraints are limiting their options. To read the entire criminal justice report, the 100 grand study, for yourself, just go to krqe.com.